Check. 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 Oh, fine. All right, so now it's an important thing. As I said, for praise party, so it's like 5 great announcements, which is like God has been speaking to me about this to 2026. So, தம்பி அந்த கதவை மட்டும் லைட்டாக சாத்தி விடுப்பா. ஸோ ஸோ அதான் ஸ்டார்ட்டே ஆகுது நம்மளுக்கு. Ready? All right, so this has been wonderful, like what God has been doing. So we have 5 great announcements. டேய், இல்லை நான் பேசுகிறேன். ஸோ எது வந்தாலும் யாரும் எதுவும் ரியாக்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. Alright, fine. Okay, so ready? All right, so this has been great. Like as I mentioned, that there are 5 great announcements, and this has been like Lord has been speaking to me last 40 days. There have been a lot of questions I've been asking God, and for this season, for 2026, and so here we are in our 13th anniversary, entering the 14th year. Officially, it's March 18th. So we're going to have the great celebration called Kingdom Manifestation. We're going to have 2 prophets coming up. So it starts on March 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22. For 5 days, we're going to have a great celebration from morning 9 till night 9. We're going to celebrate together. We're going to have worship together. We're going to have word. And I invite all of you to be a part of this great celebration. It's a family celebration. And for all Praise Party, Peace House, wherever you are watching from, you are most welcome to join for this. So I think you are seeing the flyer right now. So we're going to have amazing 2 prophets. The second thing, this has been a dream of years, and God has been speaking to me. And when I was asking God, we need to be more soaked in the Word of God, and the Word which will empower anybody. And God spoke to me about this school of the word. It's going to happen from April and May. We're going to deep dive into the Word of God. We're going to see Bible in a different perspective. We're going to have Hebrew studies, the festivals of God, festivals of whatever it's written in Bible. It's going to be a very in-depth school. So you're going to be blessed, really blessed. And the third thing, it's a great thing which God has been speaking to me. It's from last year. God has been telling me continuously, but I was not giving much of attention about this. But this season, God has been telling me, and even yesterday, God showed me a great vision of like a very big train, a large train and a journey. So I was thinking it's for somebody, but eventually, like God spoke to me, it's going to be called as a revival train. So it's going to be a journey we're going to do from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. It's going to be a revival train. We're going to go to states and cities. We're going to worship God. We're going to declare the glory of God in the state and cities, So that's a revival train, which we're going to have it in the month of June. The next is the most awaited Royalty Conference, the United Conference. So this time we have named it as Royalty Conference. It's happening from September 7th, 8, 9, 10. It's happening in Dehradun. It's going to be a wonderful conference. So the speakers and the worship leaders are, it's going to be a great time, okay? So let's hold on the surprise for some days. So keep praying, get ready for the Royalty Conference. It's going to be really royal. It's going to be amazing. The next thing, God has been speaking to me about this thing so many days, so many years even. But there was one fear in my heart, like how I can do that, and for me that's not my cup of tea. Like I cannot speak to cameras, looking at camera, like like how Jeffrey Johnny does, very perfectly. I cannot do that. For me, like I will make so many mistakes. It's not for me. But God has been putting in my heart like to start a podcast, to start a channel. But I was asking God how it's going to happen, and one day, like we had prayer time in the evening. Me, Annie, and Anand, Johnny, we were all praying together, and Annie was praying, and God spoke through her, and God gave me the confirmation that we need to start a podcast channel where we will speak the word for that season, and it's going to be a prophetical podcast. I don't know till now how people do the podcast. After that only I started listening to few podcasts, so it's like a series, it's like so much of lessons, but God spoke to me, it will be a prophetical podcast. Whenever people tune into the channel, they will have some prophetical words. It will be like a word, word for that season. And I was asking God, like how it's possible, and God gave me a word that I will fill your lips with grapes. Sorry, fill your lips with grace. So yeah, so you need, like, so there'll be knowledge and wisdom gonna be there, and people will be blessed with that. And I was asking God, what is the name for this? And God said, it's gonna be the way. This is going to be the way for people who are perishing, who are being lost, for them to find their purpose. And through this, people going to join to Praise Party. People going to join to Peace House. So this is one of the great vision for this season. So all together lined up, you might have seen almost 5 flyers. So I request you to keep in prayers, keep in your daily prayer, pray for it. And I believe greater news going to come. Some news are there. We'll be announcing it shortly. Love you all. See you in the meeting.